Welcome to Divorce Diaries Show podcast. My name is Michelle Trina, and I'm the creator of Divorce Diaries. I am coming to you live from my room. It's usually record these in the morning, but I am on spring break with my daughter. Actually, I'm not on spring break. My daughter's on spring break. So we're doing a little different this week. I am going to be late to posting it on my YouTube channel, but that's okay because that goes on brand with me. I had late to the game, but never missing it. So it's Passover. Happy Passover. It's Easter on Sunday. If you celebrate Easter, happy Easter. If you celebrate Ramadan, happy Ramadan. If you celebrate Flag Day, happy Flag Day. I feel like at this point we are so nervous to like offend anybody by not wishing them a happy whatever holiday they celebrate that we have. If you say happy Easter, you have to say happy Passover. If you say happy Passover, you have to say happy Ramadan. If you say happy Ramadan, you have to say happy 4th of July. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I want everyone to have a happy holiday. I possibly have some exciting love news. I mean, I don't know if it's exciting, but I might be seeing somebody on Saturday night or Saturday night or Friday night. I think it's Friday night, which is tomorrow. So I have a friend who's a rabbi and he's coming into town. I don't know. I think we have a little, okay. So he's coming into town. I'll be a little cryptic with it because I'm not sure. There is a potential of us going on a date and seeing each other. But I don't know. I don't think he listens to this. But so if he does and he's like annoyed or whatever, you know what? Fine. But we've tried to get together before and it's just never the wrong timing. Like I think back in Christmas, was it Christmas? Yeah, Christmas I was leaving for Chicago and I didn't have enough time to see him. So I left for Chicago. And I was also like trying to process if that would be a good idea because he lives on the West Coast. I live here. So it would be weird if I need a relationship and I don't know if that's what we would be able to do since he lives long distance. But with that said, I was also had another guy in my head at that time, and I don't have that guy in my head anymore because I haven't really seen him. I definitely have been thinking about the fact that he even refused to see me, so that was like annoying. But it's been a nice distraction to have a potential fun night, and see where it goes with somebody that I am attracted to, that is attracted to me, and that wants to see me in person. So we'll see where it goes. But the Rabbi Cometh to Jerseyeth. So I'm not gonna lie, I am thinking of getting a wax tomorrow. Waxing the kitten for the rabbi. It could be also waxed for someone else. I don't know. Maybe I'll meet somebody else that it's waxed for. But if it's going to be waxed in the next couple of days, it's going to be for him. But that said, I also had a great meeting this morning that I really hope comes to fruition. It's some possible news about Divorce Diaries that I cannot reveal. And not even to be cryptic. It's just that every time I get my hopes up about something, you guys know the game in this business, especially, in entertainment. And if you're not in entertainment in any business, especially as an entrepreneur, it's hard for me, it's hard to not get excited. And for most people, they're like, you can't get excited until even until it's really happening, So I'm just excited that the meeting went well. And it wasn't like, of course, it wasn't a bad meeting. It was a good meeting. So fingers crossed that I'll have some news to share in the next couple of weeks. I also realized this week that I am a little overwhelmed by the fact that I feel very spread too thin. I have taken on projects, not a lot of projects, but I took on a hosting gig for a project that I hopefully will be able to share soon once I film. But it doesn't seem like what I thought it would be. And until I film, I'm having anxiety. I feel like I'm getting more responsibilities put onto my plate than just hosting. And it's like, I don't want to do production if I'm not getting paid for it. That just doesn't make sense, especially because I have very limited time. So I feel very spread thin. I had a little bit of a meltdown the other day. I lost a gig this past weekend. I'm supposed to work in Utica this weekend. I didn't lose it. They like messed up in booking me because they're like, oh, he brings his own feature, so you don't have to come. And I'm like, oh, that's a fucking money that I just lost this weekend. I'm really actually upset about it because it's not my mistake, it's someone else's mistake, and now I'm out money. So I kind of, this is the reason why I want the rabbi to cometh all over my bodyeth. Is that sacrilegious? Which rabbi do you say? I don't know. It could be the one in California. It could be the one in a new rabbi that I met. I'm trying not to reveal who it is. But we do know that somebody, well, we're going out, period. Okay, that's it. We're going on a nice date, and that's going to be great, and it's going to be lovely, and it's going to get me in a better headspace about just enjoying the moment with a man, hopefully. I do have to say, I stupidly texted the guy that I shouldn't have texted on Passover. Yesterday was Passover too, so I wished him happy Passover, which I was like, why did I do that? Because he's not going to message me again about anything in my life. He's probably already dating a new Jewish woman who is, I don't know, making him gefilte fish right now. Do you make gefilte fish? All right. Again, this is why I probably am. This is why I'm also eager to go on this date and just like experience somebody fresh and new who wants to experience me and not, have this anxiety about experiencing me. So I'm excited about it. Also, being spread too thin leads to me having anxiety, stress, a little stress, and OCD, like obsessive compulsive thoughts. So I didn't sleep one night this week at all, and I actually still feel like I'm like run down a little bit and tired. So I had to say, do not look back at your computer, shut it down. But it didn't work. I still looked at it. And like right now, my back is hurting, my neck is hurting, my neck arthritis, my back arthritis, whatever I have arthritis, it's fucking, and there's some sort of weird tingly feeling in my neck again. It's like I get it through my arm. I'm dealing with stuff in my body, and I haven't really properly taken care of it, like going to a physical therapist because I was waiting for my insurance to see how much I have to pay out of pocket, which is probably going to be a lot. And I'm nervous because I'm spread too thin as it is. I need to take care of my physical health, my physical body health, on top of all the other things, and it's overwhelming. So being spread too thin with the amount of workload I have and getting paid enough, and then also the health stuff that is important, like it's my body is my instrument, and I don't want to feel like I feel right now. I want to feel a little bit better. Like it's not as bad as it was a couple months ago, but now my neck and my back is starting to hurt. It's just annoying. I need a good massage too. I need a good, deep rooted massage, but I need it from somebody who knows what's going on with my body. Because if you just go to one of those massage envy places, they're going to give me a unhappy ending, and it costs me more money at physical therapy. So one thing I talked about my last mini episode was about comparison is the thief of joy. And I will say, I still don't know how to overcome that. But I will say that being consistent in my routine has always proved to make me feel the most confident in my path. So I wanted to read something to you guys. So if you are listening to this and you're like, well, how, what Michelle does, she's all over the place. She's not funny and she's this and she's that. I don't know exactly what she's doing. Yeah, I can be all over the place because I do so many things within my craft with teaching and acting that it may seem that way, but I'm doing all of those things because I want to keep making money doing what I really like to do that helps people. So And with that said, as an actor, you can't just take one gig and expect that to pay for your rent, unless you're a TV series regular or on Broadway, and then that does. But then you have to keep finding more work, right? I'm on that lower level scale, though. Like some of the gigs I get don't pay a month of rent, so I have to take multiple of those. And this gig that I'm getting from this hosting job it's like a web series of like. It's an unscripted web series, and I'm paid per episode, but the cost of me traveling to and from the city, it feels like it's going to be equal to what I'm getting an episode. but I could be wrong. I mean, it's not as low as you think, but like just the cost of travel and the time it takes to scout and all this. So I'm very overwhelmed by accepting the position right away without stating, I just want to host. So now I'm in a weird predicament. I'm hoping my manager can help me with it because I still want to really do it. I just don't want to have to do anything else but show up to host. And I don't know if the computer keeps freezing. I hope this isn't freezing here. Let's see if I can pull it up on my phone. So I'm spread too thin, and I think that's why I am trying to like have sex with this potential date on Saturday, whatever happens. Oh, definitely is this freezing. Yeah, definitely froze. I don't know. I'm gonna have to stop the camera and start it again. Let's see, guys. Sorry, YouTubers. There we go. Okay. So if you're watching this on YouTube, sorry for the little glitch. I was trying to pull this up on my I'll pull it up right now. It's about what I wrote about my routine and my habits. And I've said this to everybody before. I love Ed Milet. And he had a podcast episode this week with Dr. Drew Pinsky, who I also really love. And this was what I took away. Well, they talked about a lot of stuff, but my takeaway was to rewrite my habits and routines to set a stronger goal for me for April. And I think, did I lose it? Okay, here it is. So moving forward, when you feel like, because I've been feeling not only all over the place that I haven't stuck to my consistency of my 5 a.m. Writers Club, which I think sets the tone for my day. This is what I wrote. I need my habits within my routine to be more consistent so that I feel like I'm reaching my fullest potential every day. What does that look like? So I wrote down in blue in my artist notes what that looks like. Getting up at 4:30 every day, write from 5 to 7, write stand up for 30 minutes, my new short film for 30 minutes every day. Stretch for 15 minutes a day in the AM, 15 minutes a day in the evening. Work out for 30 minutes in the middle of the day. Lead investors 10 a day, acting leads. So, I started to think that this is like meditate 3 times a day. This is doable, but I don't know if I'm in a place to do it right now because this is great. But then right now my daughter's on spring break. I have to get her food. She has gymnastics. And then I get emails from this college that I teach at, or I get emails that I got 2 auditions and I'm prepping for that. So sometimes like that isn't, so I have to probably scale back on that list. So I think my message to you guys out there, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling all over the place, if you're a single parent, if you're a divorced, parent who's struggling with this, trying to get your goals in check, give yourself 3 attainable habits that will fix your routine. So for me, I have to get to bed early and I have to get up and write 5 to 7 and do nothing else but do the writing. I go on the 5 a.m. Writers Club with Twitter because that does help a little bit with my brand, but I have to stick to that. It's not going to happen. My habits won't change if I don't stick to it. That's in my perspective. Now, the meditation and the stretching is important because of what's going on with my body and my mind. And I want to find love. I want love to come to find me, really, love with a partner. And I want my body to feel better. So I feel like those 2 things can help that. I listened to what Dr. Drew said about people who tend to go for the bad relationships. And he didn't say it like that, but he was saying that if you had some sort of trauma as a child, most of us have, right? How you pick that partner down the road is going to kind of be like that. Like, in other words, I pick these firework chemistry, not pick, but I feel excited when I have the chemistry with the man. But he said, if you feel fireworks, that's like a red flag. It should be butterflies. I don't know what the difference is. I feel one thing. I want to talk to you more. I don't know. I don't think I felt, I don't know, because if I've had butterflies with somebody and then they turn into fireworks, is that bad? I'm so confused. Maybe we should choose a different insect or object. What if I felt gas? Because like I had my cousin tell me, when I was in Florida said, you need to, because I told her, there's this guy who's a single dad. He's really nice. He's always messaging me, but I am not attracted to him. And she's like, why? That's the guy you need to be with. No, it's not. I'm not attracted to him. Why aren't you attracted to him? Because I'm not. Like, what are you supposed to do? So, the rabbi, I definitely have butterflies, I think. I mean, I'm definitely attracted to him. Like, I want to bone him, but I feel a little concerned because what if it's fireworks, not butterflies? I don't know. There's no difference for me. I feel like I either want to be with you or I don't. So we'll see what happens. Let's stay tuned. I will record another episode Saturday night and let you know what happens. Unless I'm gonna be busy Saturday night. Okay. I think it's supposed to be tomorrow that we're getting together, but I don't know. But then isn't that Shabbat? Oh, I don't know. See, he's a different kind of. That's the interesting part because so I mean, we already heard on my last episodes how the guy that I was interested months ago couldn't even drive. He didn't drive and he couldn't talk to me on the phone on Friday nights. Now, if I go on a date with a rabbi on a Friday night, is that sacrilegious? But what if I walk to him or he walks to me? I'm so confused. Either way, that's when it's supposed to be. We'll see what happens if I get naked or not. But I kind of hope I do. So stay tuned for more. Follow me on all social media platforms. Grab a ticket to a show. I want to see you guys there. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting. Stay tuned for more. Happily Ever Divorced After. This is Divorce Diaries. I'm Michelle Trina.